So let's get started. I wanted to talk about Sasha Banks for a while, if I could. She's just been on my mind a lot lately. And you guys already know that TLC was last night, and I actually thought it was a pretty good pay-per-view. Other than Charlotte, Charlotte coming back, I thought TLC was actually really decent last night. But I want to talk about Sasha for a second. I love her so much, and I feel that there's like these kind of like microaggressions and these kind of like racist things that I keep hearing people say about her. And I just want to talk about that for a second. I don't know. I feel that like Carmella was kind of beneath her, and I thought that was kind of one of like I thought that Carmella, that was like one of her best matches. I think like in like forever really. And Sasha always brings out the best in people. I really do believe that. Like she makes that person have like their best match, like to date, like ever. And I appreciate her for that. I appreciate Sasha for bringing that out of Carmella. My problem was that what happened afterwards was that people were really hating her. I mean, I don't know, people are still calling her Baja Banks and and all that shit, and I just don't really get that. You can't say that that she's Baja when she hasn't really done anything like that in forever. I understand that you want to say that that I guess she's Baja because what do you thought, that she ruined Paige's career or something? Like, honey, like get the fuck over it. Like, she didn't ruin Paige's career. Paige even said herself that it wasn't Sasha's fault, for anything that happened to her, on that day. So you can't really, if you're still blaming her, then yeah, that's you might be a racist. I'm sorry, I just have to say, I have to call it like I see it. If you're still calling Sasha Baja Banks, if you're still calling this woman Baja Banks, then yeah, you might be a racist. Sorry, but I have to be honest. I have to be honest with myself and to the people that's listening and watching or whatever. I have to call you out on your racist bullshit. Okay. And also, but I don't think you would be saying that if she was a white woman, if Sasha Banks was a white woman. I doubt you'd be saying that. You wouldn't be saying that fuck shit. Okay. Like, so just again, stop it. Just stop that. And just enough with the microaggressions and the subtle digs at Sasha and a lot of these other black women, because they're starting to sound racist as fuck. And just again, stop it. Just like seek help. Like get some counseling or something. Just enough with the bullshit. Stop it. But also I kind of I just feel like in my heart, I feel in my spirit that the hate probably won't stop. I think that it's kind of sad because she really is talented. I actually think she's the most underrated person out of the four horsewomen. I would say Sasha Banks is probably the underrated one. Out of the four of them, she's probably the most underrated one. I would have to say her, and probably the second underrated one is probably Bailey. But Sasha is definitely number one. She gets my pick at number one for the kind of the underrated one. I always thought that she tried to make others look good, and she put other people over. But really, Sasha really should have been, as big of a champion, if not bigger than Charlotte and Becky. And I believe that, like in my heart, I believe that like wholeheartedly, that she should be bigger than than both Becky and Charlotte combined. There's no reason for it other than the fact that that she's a black woman. Again, I say it again, if she wasn't black, and she was blonde with fake tits, and and all that, and she had like a blonde wig or blonde weave. I think that she would be a lot farther than where she is now, and to me, like, that's so unfair. I think that's so unfair because she's more talented. She's actually is a talented one out of the four of them. I'll say Bailey too, but I think she's more talented than Bailey. And people that are saying that the three of them are more talented than the Sasha. And yeah, you're a racist piece of shit. And it's time to grow the fuck up. Okay, just enough's enough. Again, stop it. I keep getting all these comments like, and just people on Twitter, or you see people on Instagram or wherever the fuck, and and they always have something to say. They always have something shitty to say about Sasha, and I have to narrow it down to the fact that she's black. So again, it's just the racism for me that I just don't really like. Because again, you're not saying that about anybody else. You're not saying that about any of the other horse women. A lot of them have made botches too, but you don't call them out on it. You guys have selective outrage on some of the shit that you say, and I'm just calling some people out on it. And if you don't like it, well, that's tough then. Oh fucking well. Deal with it. I guess you're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay. Who fucking cares? Okay. You're just gonna have to deal with the fact that you might be a racist. Okay. Now I'm not saying that you are like that you have to be stuck in your ways, or that you're or that you're set that you're set in your ways, or whatever. But what I am saying is that if you're not learning from other people, if you're not learning from from the shitty year that is 2020, if you're not gonna learn anything from that, and how racist that some people can be, and just everything that's kind of going on like politically and stuff like that. If you're not gonna take anything from that and learn from that, then yeah you are racist to me. If you don't see Sasha as talented, or if you don't see her as pretty or beautiful, then yes, you are racist. And like to me, you are a racist, a piece of shit. And learn from your mistakes. Learn from your evil ways. You are evil. You are evil if you think that. Okay, so just shut the fuck up. Anyway, yeah. So I thought that that TLC last night was actually really good. For the most part, I actually thought the only people that really stood out was Sasha, Roman, Kevin, and Jay. Everybody else, I was like, well, that's okay. But yeah, but Sasha, I love this woman so much. I don't think you guys understand how much I really love her. If you guys want me to do more content, then just let me know. I love talking to like the small audience that I have. I think it's kind of fun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, of course. I'm having a lot of fun on this channel because I feel like I can kind of talk freely about different things. And you guys have been just like so supportive, of this channel and the content that I'm trying to create. I feel like nobody else is really talking about the racism and microaggressions of Sasha, and actually some of the other WWE talent. There's a lot of people. It's like that. That kind of shitted on Bianca too, especially when she was in NXT. They always thought that Rhea Ripley was better, and I just never really kind of got that. And it seemed like the same thing happened with with Sasha. The same thing happened with Sasha when she was on NXT. And you guys remember they called her, that was when Botcha Bank started. That Botcha Bank started when she was on NXT. Yeah, I remember. Oh, I haven't watched NXT for a while, but I do remember that when she was on there, they would call her like Ratchet and shit like that too. I remember the whole Ratchet thing. They called her Ratchet for like the longest time too. It was either Ratchet or Baja Banks, and that was how that started. That was how the hatred of Sasha Banks started. I remember it was yesterday, you know. Um, but again, but even back then when she was on NXT, she was talented than the other three. She was more talented than Charlotte, Becky, and Bailey. So again, the only thing that was ever holding her back, the only reason why people hated this woman was because of the fact she was black. It had nothing to do with anything else. So if you think it was any other reason other than her being black, then please let me know. Hey, let's have a discussion. I love to talk to you guys so much. I would love to have a discussion. I have no problem with that. But but you can't say that it's not because because she isn't black, because I think that's a lie. It is because she's black. Because what else could it be? What else could it have been? You know. So yes, I do think that it is because because the girl is black. Okay, there's no way of there's no kind of getting out of that one. There's no getting around that. Yes, she is. She is a black woman. It is tough for her. She has to work twice as hard. As someone, um, you know, that that is a woman of no color. Okay, it's just gonna be a lot tougher. But I still believe that Sasha's work is not done. I still feel like she has a long way to go. You know, I feel I sometimes wish that she didn't sign another contract with WWE. I kind of wish that she was in the AEW Women's Division. I think she could help them out a lot. I mean, AEW needs like serious help. Like holy shit, it's terrible over there. But I still believe in the product, and I think AEW will find their way. I think the women's division over there will eventually find their way. But I always kind of felt that Sasha and Bailey, if those two left, if those two left, I think WWE and left for AEW. Yeah, I think WWE would kind of be struggling in the women's department. But again, that's just me. Yeah, I think Sasha would be number one on everybody's list. If she ever became a free agent, Sasha would definitely be like a number one on that list. I really do wish that she was a part of AEW. But I don't think that's possible now. I think she might be a lifer. I think she's a WWE lifer. And plus, after the shit that Sammy said about her, back in the day, yeah, I don't know. I don't think Sasha's really interested in going to AEW after what Sammy said about her. But that's another story. Yeah, I kind of just feel I'm just blessed to watch her and to be in her presence. Like she is just amazing. I love that woman so much. I don't think you understand how much I love Sasha Banks. Like she really is the blueprint, and she really is the standard, and she really is a fat boss bitch. I love Sasha Banks so much, and I will support her until the end of time. Well, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.